Hello and welcome to Speak. My name is Arya and today I'm here to show you how you can easily upload and analyze your form or survey data using Speak, an all-in-one platform for your language data. So first thing I want to show you is the Speak dashboard. Here we have the Speak dashboard, and when you want to upload a CSV file for your form or survey data to get analyzed, where you want to go is actually the CSV upload. So once you click on CSV upload, the next page will appear like this. So you will click on text notes. Then it will ask you to upload from your computer. So I already have a sample CSV file that I want to upload. And once you click on upload, this page will appear. So basically, this is the field mapping page that is asking you to map your columns into different fields. So before I get started into like how to do that or explain further, what we can see over here is like where exactly do you want your CSV file to get uploaded. One quick tip or advice from me is that always make sure to create a folder specifically for that CSV file or for that project, and don't just save it to your unassigned folder or my folder, to keep your data more organized. And later on you will see the benefits of like how the more organized your data is, the better and easier you can analyze it. The other part that I want to talk about here is that you can see it is asking you to map it to fields. We have a bunch of predefined fields, of course, but you can also create your own unique fields. So if you click on create field, you can see you can just give it a name, a description, and a type. So let's say like text, and let's say as the name, I want to say like subscription cancellation. Oops. So it's subscription cancellation date, and then I will just like change the type to, let's say, date. And once I click on create, this will get created. Not all of these columns needs to get mapped out to different fields, but there is definitely two important fields that you need to make sure that the columns are going to the right field. The important part here for me is the cancellation reason, as you can see. So for the text, I will come over here and choose text. So the cancellation reason is the text, and for the file name, I will choose name. So now I have the file name, I will have the cancellation. So these two fields has already been mapped. The rest, you can map it. It's up to you basically how much more data you want to like get uploading to Speak. But basically, for example, for the city, I can scroll down, and here we go. We have the city, we have the country. And if you don't have those like fields, you can basically, as I showed you before, you can create those customized fields. Before we move into analyzing your form and survey data, what I want to show you is how to actually take care of your fields, to add them, delete them, or customize them. If you click on your profile picture over here, under your profile picture, there is the fields. Once you click on it, you can see all of the fields that you have already generated. So I have so many fields because I've been doing some testing. But basically, you can also click on sample fields, and you can see, for example, we have like postal code, education, language, gender, age, all of those things. You can just simply click on add, and it will get added as a field into your account. But another thing is, as I showed you before, you can also create your own customized version of the field. So once you click on the fields, you can give it a name, give it a description, and what type of data type you have. For example, like if you have like a specific URLs, or if it's a date or text, you can simply select that and create it over here. Now let's move into a sample data that I just uploaded. So I have a sample data of Spotify cancellations. If I click on any of these, you can see, for example, like they don't like the user interface, so that was why they canceled. Or a few others over here, you can see that the name is like their name as well as their email address. So what I can do over here is that I can individually analyze them, meaning that I can go over here and I can ask questions using the chat prompts I have over here. Or another way is that, which I think in most cases you want to do, is to have an overview analysis of all of the survey answers. In that case, you can just simply go on the folder level, the folder that you just uploaded and map the fields, and click on chat. Once you click on chat, this page will appear, And over here, you can select the job title. So let's say I'm a market researcher, and the type of data I'm working with today is survey data. So over here, you can see we have already 4 predefined prompts, or like the templates that we have available for you to get you started with your prompting, because we also understand that at the beginning you don't know necessarily where you want to start. Another thing that is worth mentioning over here is that you make sure to create your own assistant type. So the assistant type is basically the custom instructions for our AI system in order to know what are some of do's and don'ts, and some context about you, some background about you. That way the answers that the AI will provide to you will be much more accurate, and also it will be higher quality. So over here you can see we have a bunch of different custom instructions or assistant types that all the users will have access to. But also I have created some custom sales assistant, custom researcher assistant, or you can just click on here and just give it a name, and over here you can provide those contexts, the background, what type of project you're working on, what type of like insights you're looking for, basically do's and don'ts, and then you can save it. And over here you can just like on this box you can do the prompting, ask questions, or let's say if you want to provide examples. All those things are possible using the magic prompt. Next thing I'm going to show you is for when you want to do theme identification for your form and survey data. We consider 2 different kinds of theme identification. One is when you ask the AI to explore on itself and find out about, okay, what are the most common themes, like in this case that people cancel their Spotify subscription. Or the other way that you can go about it is that you can also have predefined like themes or reasons for why people cancel, and just ask the AI to analyze these like comments or the cancellation reasons, and then afterwards you want to categorize or do the theme identification based on those defined categories. So let me show you how that is also possible. In this example, I want to just select these few responses. Then I will go into chat. This is the important part, because now I have to map my responses to a field. I will just toggle this on and say confirm. And over here, I will choose Tyler's custom researcher. I already have a predefined prompt that I want to do, so I will just paste it over here. So in this case, I have like a bunch of different categories to analyze those cancellation reason. So in this case, I have a bunch of different cancellation reasons categories for it, and I want the AI to just identify what was the category of cancellation. Or the other way I can go about it is with this prompt over here. So let's say if I just ask the AI to find why. So in this case, I just want to ask AI to explore on itself and like figure out, okay, just provide one unique like answer about why people are canceling, or like just categorize based on those categories that I provided. Once you do that, what you want to do is you can click on columns and you just have to drag it over here. So I'm dragging my exploratory classification, and also I'm dragging my standardized themes. If I close it, you can see these already generated. The first one is I ask AI to explore on itself. The second one is when you have a standardized themes. So you want to like get those categories and categorize these like cancellation reasons. It's very easy, it's very helpful. You can try it out on your own, try different kind of prompts, expand upon it, and that way you can figure out like what prompt works best for you. Next thing I want to show you is that once you have a prompt that you're comfortable with, what you want to do is, of course, you don't want to necessarily like input that prompt every single time that you have a survey response, especially if, for example, you have a Zapier connection with SurveyMonkey or Qualtrics or other like platforms. You don't necessarily want to run that prompt every single time. So what you want to do in that case is to create an automation. You can click on create automation. It will ask you for a name, a description, which folder you're inputting. So like in our case right now, this is like a Spotify cancellation. and then I will just choose the assistant type that I created, and over here I will just copy and paste the prompt that I wanted to use. The run type is instant, meaning that every time we receive a survey response, I want this prompt to run over it. Since I want the map responses, these responses to go into specific fields, I will click on here and choose exploratory classification. So this way, let's say if I have a Zapier connection, every time we receive a response from our customers, it will just go directly over here. It will run those prompts and do the classification for you. Very easy, super helpful, and you can save a lot of time by doing this. Thank you so much for listening today, and I just want to let you know that we are always here to help you. So if you have any questions or if you're facing any issues, feel free to reach out, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.